So, ang lesson natin will be solving exponential equation. So, pag sinabing exponential equations, so primarily, ang ating sasolve dito is the exponents of each terms of the given equation. So, exponents ang sasolve natin. Kailangan natin i-apply ang laws of exponent. So, susundin natin ang laws of exponent dito na pinost ko dun sa video lesson natin nung nakaraan, na sana pinanood, pinag-aralan. So, review natin ang konti. Okay, so magre-review tayo ng laws of exponents. Yung 1, 2, 3, 4, kaya siguro yan. Yung number 5, papaliwanag natin ngayon. Kasi meron siyang radical symbol. So, that is a irrational expression or radical expressions. Okay, so review tayo ng laws of exponents. So example, we have x to the 0. So that is the law of zero exponent. Kapag zero exponent, ang ating rules dyan, any number, any variable. Pag sinabing variable, yun yung mga letters. Kahit na anong letter yon. So any number, any variables which have zero exponents, automatically those are equal to 0. So therefore, for example, number 1, ang x to the 0 power natin is automatically, hindi pala 0, equal to 1. Okay, so any letter, any variable which is raised to the 0 exponent, automatically, the equivalent is 1. Okay, so rules yun. That is a constant rule. So such as, kung magkakaroon man tayo dito ng 46 to the 0 power, that is equal to 1. Kung magkakaroon man tayo ng 120 to the 0 power, that is equal to 1. Okay, so pero for example number 1 in our review activity, so the answer is 1. Okay, for number 2, xy to the 0 exponent. Sir, may 0 exponent uli yan, 1 din ba equivalent yan? Hindi. Kasi yung y lang ang may 0 exponent. So ang equivalent niyan ay x multiplied by 1. So therefore, the final answer will be x alone. Okay, so ang magiging final answer natin dito is x. Then kanina 1. Kasi ang meron lang 0 exponent ay si y lang. Kaya siya lang yung equivalent sa 1. Si x ay walang exponent. Pag walang exponent, automatic meron 1. Okay, number 3. So third review activity. So we have a to the 3rd power. So we have a to the 3rd power, b to the 2nd, c. Ang initial lesson nito, dapat na-review nyo yung video lesson. Kasi review na lang to eh. Okay, yung video lesson kasi part naman talaga ng klase yun. So we have a to the 2nd, b to the 2nd, and then c to the 3rd. So, ang rule natin in dividing similar variable, kailangan magkamukha. Similar term. A and A, B and B, C and C. Pag hindi magkamukha, hindi pwedeng i-divide. Okay? Pag hindi magkamukha, for example, meron ka ditong A divided by B. So, ang sagot dyan, A divided by B pa rin or A over B pa rin. Hindi siya pwedeng i-divide kasi hindi siya magkamukha. Okay? So, ang pwede mo lang i-divide, kung meron kang tanong na A divided by A, so ang sagot dyan 1. Yan, pwedeng i-divide yan kasi magkamukha yung variable. So only similar terms can be divided. Pag hindi similar, hindi pwedeng i-divide. Okay, so balik tayo. So kapag division, ang rule natin is to subtract the exponent of the numerator to the denominator. So yung 3 minus 2, 2 minus 2, 1 minus 3. To subtract natin. Okay, so we have A and then 3 minus 2, so that will be 1st power. Then B, 2 minus 2, that is 0 power. And then C, exponent ng pag walang exponent, automatically meron siyang 1. So 1 minus 3, that is negative 2 power. Okay, tingnan na mga pinanggalingan ng exponent ha. So galing sa 3 minus 2. So that will be 1. So, yung first exponent natin, so that is from 3 minus 2. So, 1. And then 2 minus 2, 0. Ang pwede mo lang pagbawasin na exponent yung magkamukha lang ng letter. Magkamukhang variable lang. Then 1 minus 3. Siyempre, yung 1 minus 3, that will be negative 2. Kasi mas mataas yung unang, mas mababa yung unang number kumpara sa pangalawa. So, negative 2 yun. So, kaya meron tayong negative 2. So, negative 2. So, now, simplify. Hindi pa yun yung answer natin. So, we need to simplify. So, ang a to the first, simply a na lang siya. Kasi ang exponent of 1, hindi na nilalagay. Ang b to the 0, that is 1. So, kung ihiwalay ko, a multiplied to 1, so that is equals to a. Huwag na natin ilagay para umikli yung solution. Okay, wala na yan. Kumbaga, maka-cancel out to kasi equivalent na is 1. And then, ang c to the negative 2, kung meron tayong negative exponent, para siya ay maging positive, bawal kasi ang may negative exponent sa expression. Bawal. Para maging positive to, kailangan nating i-reciprocal. So, ang reciprocal niyan ay 1 over c and then positive na exponent niya. Magiging positive exponent yun. So, 1 over c squared. So, therefore, kung yan ay 1 over c squared, ilalagay ko na lang sa baba yung c squared. Kasi yung 1, okay, kumpletuhin natin Okay, so kumpletuhin ko para yung solution. So, ayan, ito alam na kung saan nanggaling yung 1, 0, and negative 2 na yan So, kumpletuhin natin yung a to the first power, so that is equivalent to a. Tatanggalin lang exponent of 1 kasi nga hindi naman talaga siya nilalagay na. Ang b to the 0, that is equal to 1. Ang c to the negative 2, so sabi kanina, ang ating c to the negative 2, kukunin yung reciprocal para maging positive. Kabaliktaran, reciprocal kabaliktaran in terms of numerator over denominator. Okay, so kasi ang c to the negative 2, that is c to the negative 2 over 1. Hindi lang nakalagay yung 1, hindi lang pinapakita. So, ang reciprocal niyan ay 1 over c and then magiging positive na siya. Okay, so ano nang gagawin doon So, that will be, ang mangyayari ngayon ay, so that will be times 1 over c to the second. Okay, so let's continue. So, yan na nangyari si a galing sa a to the first, a na lang siya. Si b to the 0, 1. Ang equivalent to kasi any number with 0 exponents equals to 1. So, 1. And then c to the negative 2. So, that is reciprocal. So, kukunin natin yung reciprocal niya. So, 1 over c to the negative, 1 over c to the second power. Then, a times 1 times 1. So, equivalent nun is a na lang. And then, yung c squared ko, copyin mo lang. So, c squared. So, ito yung final answer natin. So, yan yung answer for number 3. A over c to the second power. Okay, proceed. So, example 4. So, we have mn n to the negative 4p. So, ang isosolve mo lang dyan, yung meron lang negative exponent. So, we have m squared n to the negative 4 and then p. So, ang kailangan lang natin solve dyan is negative 4. Yung exponent ng negative 4, kailangan mapunta lang siya sa baba. So, para ma-simplify lang yan, pwede mo naman wag daanan na yung basic solution Basta pag may negative, ilipat mo lang siya from numerator to denominator. Pag nasa denominator yung negative, itaas mo lang siya. Pag nasa ibabaw, ibaba mo siya. Ganun lang yun So, copy m squared. Copy p. So, ang nawala, yung n to the negative 4. So, copy mo siya sa ilalim, gawin mong positive. O, tapos na yung usapan. So, that will be the answer. Okay, so ito na ngayon yung wala sa video lesson natin, example 5. So, kailangan, ang ating unang isipin, kailangan maging magkamuka yung ating exponent. merong maging magkamukha sa kanila. So, paano magiging magkamukha? Kailangan nating i-factor. Diba? So, kasi ang exponent ng aking pangalawang term ay square root of 3. Square root of 3. Ang exponent ng unang term ko ay, multiplication ay square root of 12. So, kailangan kong i-factor si 12, square root of 12. Kailangan meron siyang maging kamukha na 3. So, ang factor ni 12 ko, hihiwalay lang ako dito. So, square root of 12, ang factor niya, pwede siyang maging square root of 4 times 3. Okay? Pwedeng isulat ng ganyan, pwedeng isulat ng hiwalay. Pwedeng isulat ng square root of 4 times square root of 3. Kahit alin dyan, tama. Pareho lang yan. Okay? Depende kung anong pagkakaturo ng teacher nyo dati. So, pwedeng magkasama, isang square root symbol lang siya. Pareho lang din ang ibig sabihin. Pwedeng magkahiwalay, dalawang square root symbol. Nakakasunod. Okay, so, and then, ang rule natin kapag multiplication, diba, sa ating law of exponent, x to the m multiplied by x to the n. So, the exponent are added. Pinagsasama yung exponent. So, therefore, kung babalikan natin siya, so, si 12, if factor na natin exponent at square root of 12, so magiging square root of 4 times 3. So, multiplied by x to the square root of 3. Pwedeng isimplify yung square root of 4 kasi meron siyang square root. So, x, so ang square root ng 4 ay 2. Diba? Square root of 4 is 2. So, that will be 2 square root of 3 times x to the square root of 3. Okay? So, ang nangyari dyan lang dyan, yung 4 natin, sinimplify natin. 2. Yung 3 kasi walang exact square root to Si 3 ay walang exact square root. So, now, we will copy the same x. So, ito yung equal build natin ay. Ito yung mga answers natin. Equal. So, equal x. So, 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 3. Okay, so lalabas nito yung ating square root of 3 will represent a variable. So, magkamukha yung square root of 3, parang variable yan. Parang ganito yan. Kunwari x yun parang ganito. So, i-consider natin na yung ating square root of 3 ay variable. So, consider natin siyang variable. So, parang x. Hindi, sorry. So, para siyang 2x. Kunwari, yung square root of 3, ginawa natin x. So, 2x plus x. So, magiging sagot natin dyan ay 2x plus x. So, parang yung square root of 3, dahil magkamukha naman siya, ginawa akong magkamukhang x Yun ang ginawa natin dito Tinanggal ko muna yung x sa ilalim para wag malito. So, yan ay 3x. So, therefore, ang final answer natin dito ay x to the third power square root of 3. Kasi 2 plus 1. Pag walang numero, automatic meron siyang 1. Okay, so nakuha, dinahandahan natin So, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng magkamukhang variable So, kinonsider lang natin yung radical symbol na square or radical expression na square root of 3 to be a variable. Kaya kung i-convert ko halimbawa ng x yun, ganito yung itsura nun. So, para ma-add natin siya, add mo yung numerical coefficient 2 plus 1, 3, and then copy the same variable, x. So, dito, in-add natin yung 2 at saka yung 1. Sir, wala namang 1 Okay, pag walang 1, automatic meron siyang 1. pag walang number na katabi, automatic meron siyang 1. Okay? Hindi na lang kasi nilalagay yung 1 kasi nga pag 1 times square root of 3, square root of 3 lang yung sagot doon. So kaya 2 plus 1, 3. Diba? Parang pag pinahaba pa natin, ganito yung ibig sabihin yan eh. Dalawang square root of 3 daw. So isa, dalawa. Dagdagan mo pa ng isa. So ilang square root of 3 meron ka? Di meron kang 3 square root of 3. Nakuha yung ibig sabihin, di ba? Dalawa. So dalawang square root of 3. Dagdagan mo ng isa. So bilangin mo isa, dalawa, tatlo. So 2 square root of 3. Okay, so ito yung final answer. So that will be 3 pala, hindi pala 2, sorry. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, 3 square root of 3. So x to the third power square root of 3. Okay, so ayan yung number 5. So i-review mabuti, tingnan mabuti. So let's proceed. Yan, example 6. So, pareho pa rin naman yung radical expression natin, 12 and 3 lang. So, ang kailangan ko lang, kay square root of 12, magkaroon ako ng square root of 3, kung kaya. Sir, paano po pagka hindi kaya? Ganito, halimbawa, Sir, paano kung halimbawa, ganito, x square root of 2 times x square root of 3. Sir, walang mapa-factor dyan, hindi magiging magkamukha yan, kahit kailan. O, paano gagawin mo pag ganyan? Hindi magiging magkamukha. E di isulat mo. Copy x. The same yung x eh. Di copy x. Anong gagawin sa exponent? Add. So, square root of 2 plus square root of 3. Yan na yung sagot natin. Diba? Yan na yung sagot natin. Hindi mo naman pwedeng i-add kasi hindi magkamukha eh. Sa radical symbol kasi ang pwede mo lang i-add yung magkamukha lang. So, i-add mo yung exponent. Lagyan mo lang ng plus sign sa pagitan. In-add mo na siya. Okay? So, kasi imposibleng maging ma-factor para maging magkamukha yung exponents natin eh. Yung ating radical symbol eh. So, yun yung gagawin natin. I-add lang natin. Okay? Lalagyan lang natin ng addition symbol to represent na in-add natin ang exponent. Algebra kasi ito eh. Pero kung ito ay ibang mathematics, isosolve mo. Gamit ka ng calculator, solve mo yung dalawa. Pero dahil magiging non-terminating decimals hindi natin ina-add, na-represent lang natin. Okay, non-terminating kasi pag square root of 2 non-terminating yun, walang sagot yun eh. Hindi, may sagot yun pero walang katapusan. Baka pag square root of 2 yun yung answer doon. 1.414213563. So, non-terminating decimal. Kapag square root of 3 naman, ganun din, non-terminating decimal din siya. Walang katapusan yung sagot dyan. Kung mahaba pa yung screen ng calculator, hindi matatapos siya. Okay? So, anyway, let's proceed. Example 6. So, we have here so, quantity x square root of 12 raised to the square root of 3. So, kapag ganito naman, diba, dun sa ating video lesson, meron kang x to the m raised to the n power. Ang ginagawa natin is to multiply the exponent, x to the m times n. So, i-multiply yung exponent. So, i-multiply natin yung dalawa. Pero hindi mo basta mamumultiply. Kailangan mo munang mag-factor, kailangan maging magkamukha para mamultiply. Okay? So, hindi siya pwedeng maging na-multiply ka dyan 12 times 3. So, equal. Factor natin. So, x, ang factor niya, the same lang. 4 square root of 4 square root of 4 times 3. Pinactor lang natin yung 12 ng 4 times 3. Sir, bakit 4 times 3? Hindi 6 times 2. Kasi pag 6 times 2, hindi pa rin magiging kamukha ng 3 yun. Ang hinahanapan nga natin, magkaroon ng kamukha yung 3 eh. Diba, mga factor ng 12 natin, pwede mo siyang gawing 4 times 3 o kaya 6 times 2. Eh, ang hinahanapan mo, magkaroon ng kamukha yung 3 eh. So, gagamitin mo yung 4 times 3. Okay, kaya yun ang ginamit natin. So, quantity raised to the square root of 3. So, simplify muna natin yung square root of 4 kasi meron siyang simplified form. So, that is 2. So, square root of 4 is 2. Merong square root yung 4 eh. Then, square root of 3 may iwanan sa loob. Then, quantity raised to the square root of 3. Diba, yung square root of 4 natin, meron siya talagang square root. So, 4 square root. So, ang sagot ay 2. So, merong square root yung 4 natin. So, now, ang multiply na ngayon natin ito. Again, ano yung kasamang number ng square root of 3? 1. Diba? Hindi lang nakalagay. Pero imaginary, meron siyang 1. Hindi lang nakalagay yan, pero merong 1 yan. So, copy x. Ang sabi kanina, yan, sa rule natin, i-multiply yung exponent. So, 2 times 1, so that is 2. Square root of 3 times square root of 3, so that will be square root of 9. Okay? Kasi 3 times 3, pwede mo na siyang multiply kasi magkamukha 3 times 3. Or actually, pwede rin pala dito. Okay? Kino-compare ko kasi kung pwede. Pero syempre, ito tayo sa basic talaga. So, x squared, square root of 9, so that is equal to 3. So, merong square root yung 9 natin. Sakto yun. Perfect square yun. So, that will be x to the 6th power. Yung ating answer. Okay? Or, pwede rin pala, yun nga. Tingnan ko kasi, kinumpare ko. Akala ko hindi ubre. So, pwede rin palang mangyari na natin pula naman. So, another solution. So, we have x square root of 12 raised to the square root of 3. So, pwede palang directly multiply. So, x equal x. 12 times 3, so that will be square root of 36. So, equals to x. Square root of 36, meron siyang perfect square. So, perfect square yan. So, that is x to the 6. So, pareho lang naman pala. Siyempre, dito na kayo. Kaya lang, tinuro ko pa rin yung basic. Ayan pa rin yung basic natin. Okay, so example 6. So, let's have now example number 7. So, example 7, so division. So, we have here x raised to the square root of 18 over x raised to the square root of 2. So, kapag naman subdivision of variables, kailangan similar. Ang atin naman dyan na rules on exponent ay example, we have x to the m over x to the n. Yung m and n representation lang yun Pwede namang a and b rin yan So, equals to x m minus n. So, the exponent will be subtracted. Parang kamukha lang yan nung nasa unahan. Ito, example 1. Example number 6. Dito, ang ginawa natin, yung exponent natin, inad natin. Diba? Pinagsama yung 2 square root of 3 at saka yung 3 square root of 3. Pinag-add natin. So, 3 square root of 3. Okay? Yan, pinag-add natin yan kasi multiplication yan. So, dito, ngayon, pagbabawasin natin ang exponent natin. So, mag-factor muna tayo kasi hindi naman natin mapapagbawas yan kapag hindi magkamukha. Kailangan maging magkamukha. So, equal to x. So, anong factor ng 18 na pwedeng maging kamukha nung nasa denominator ko? Anong factor ang gagamitin natin? So, that will be 2 and 9. Kasi yung 9 merong square root. Balik natin gawin 9 and 2. 9 times 2. Okay? So, that will be x square root of 9 times 2 over x square root of 2. Simplify. X, yung 9 merong square root yun. So, perfect square yun. That is 3. 3 square root of 2 over x square root of 2. So, ang sabi sa ating rule, pagbawasin yung exponent. So, meron akong tatlong square root of 2. So, 1, 2, 3. Bawasan ko ng 1. Ilan ang matitira? Diba? Pinawasan ko ng 1. So, ang matitira, 2. Diba? 2 square root of 2 ang matitira. So, ang gawin mo, so that will be equal. So, ang ating final answer, so that will be equal to x 2 square root of 2. Dalawa lang yung natira kasi 3 minus 1. Kaya 2 square root of 2 ang exponent niya. Okay, so that is for example number 7. Diba kanina nag-add, so ngayon nagbawas. Kasi yun ang rules on exponent in dividing similar variable. Yun yung nasa video lesson na primarily sana pinanood muna bago ito. Okay, example 8. So, medyo komplikado, madami. So, unahin muna yung loob ng parenthesis. Yun muna unahin natin. So, we have 2 raised to the square root of 6 over 2 raised to the square root of 24. Then, quantity raised to the square root of 2. So, eto kamukha ng number 7, yung nasa loob, kailangan pagbawasin natin yung exponent niya. So, you will just copy the numerator. So, 2 to the square root of 6 and then i-factor natin sa 24. Na kailangan yung factor merong 6. So, that will be 6 and 4. And then 4 and 6. 4 and 6. So, unahin natin yung merong perfect square. 4 and 6. Ang factor niya. Diba? 24. So, we will have here 2 square root of 4 times 6. So, copy the numerator. 2 square root of 6 over 2 to the second power square root of 6. Meron ng magkamuka. Pagbabawasin. So, 1 minus 2. Magne-negative exponent tayo. Medyo mahaba yung solution dito. May ibaba na lang natin ang ibaba. So, equal to 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 yun ha. 1 minus 2. So, that will be negative 1 square root of 6. Yan lang matitira kasi kukopyhin lang yung magkamuka na 2. Okay? I hope you can still follow. So, kasi 1 minus 2, that's negative. So, negative 1 square root of 6. And then, balik natin yung kanina, quantity raised to the square root of 2. So, i-multiply lang naman natin yung 2 times 6 eh. So, ito yung kasunod. Equal. So, we have 2. Negative times positive. So, that is negative. Negative 1. 6 times 2. So, that is square root of 12. And muna, pansamantala, pwede pang i-simplify. So, 2 to the negative 1. Square root of 12. So, i-simplify mo sa perfect square. Yung 4, merong perfect square yon 4 and 3. Ang tanong, sir, paano ko malalaman kung perfect square siya? Malalaman ka. So, babalikan mo yung high school lesson mo. Diba? Kukunin mo yung mga factor ng 12, pwede siyang 4 and 3. Pwede siyang 6 and 2. Wala namang iba na eh. Sir, pwede bang 12 and 1? 12 and 1, babalik ka lang din ng 12 pagka 12 and 1. Hindi naman perfect square yan eh. Ano ba yung perfect square? Yung mayroong saktong square root. So, may saktong square root ba yung 6? Wala. Yung 2, wala. Yung 4 ba meron? Meron. Yung 3, wala. So, meron kang perfect square sa 4, kaya yan ang gagamitin mo, 4 and 3. Kaya hindi mo ginamit ang 6 and 2. Okay? So, babalik ka sa basic kasi pag hindi mo kayang identify ang perfect square niya. Okay, so equals. So 2 to the negative 1 and then square root of 4, so that is 2. Then may iwan na lang si square root of 3. Equals. So we have here negative 2 times 1, so that is negative 2 square root of 3. Hindi mo pa pwedeng evaluate yung negative 2 square root of 3 kasi may square root ka nga. Okay, may negative. Babalik ka sa law of exponent, ilagay mo sa reciprocal, ilagay mo sa ilalim. So, 1 over 2 to the second power square root of 3. So, that will be the answer. For example 8. Okay, so yun ang sagot natin kay example number 8. Okay, isa natin gagamitin yung mga exponents. Ayan, so gagamitin natin yan in solving exponential equations. So, dito tayo ngayon. Solving exponential equations. Okay, so example 1, we have 64 equals 8 to the x minus 2 exponent. So, again, let's copy first the given, example 1. So, we have 64 equals to 8 to the x minus 2 power. Equation kasi may equal sign. Kaya equation siya. So, first thing to do, read rule 1. Rewrite each side of the equation as an exponential equation having the same base. Kailangan maging magkamukha daw yung base nila. So, ito ang base natin, yung 8. Yung 8 naman kasi, hindi mo na siya pwedeng gawing 64. Pero yung 64, pwede mo siyang gawing 8. Diba? So, yung 8, hindi na siya magiging 64 kasi mababa siya. Pero ang 64, pwede mong gawing 8. So, gumawa ka ng factor 3, pwede kang mag-factor 3. So, ano ba ang factor ng 64 na merong 8? So, that is 8 and 8. So, ang 8 and 8 is equal to 8 squared. So, dalawang 8 eh. So, 8 squared siya. Magiging magkamukha na yung base nila. Okay? So, we have now here 8 squared is equal to 8x to the 8 to the x power minus 2. So magkamukha na yung base natin. Yun yung unang rule. So, write each side of the equation as an exponential expression having the same base. So, yung base natin yung malaking number eh. So, magkamukha na. Punta ka na ngayon kay number 2. Use the law of exponents. So, ang isosolve mo lang dyan are the exponents. So, solve lang natin exponents. So, pulutin mo yung dalawang exponent nila. Kunin mo yung 2 at saka yung x minus 2. Isolve mo yun. Okay? So, that will be yung 8. Pabayaan mo muna yan. Hindi mo kailangan yung 8 na yan. Mamaya natin babalikan yan sa checking. Okay? So, 2 equals x minus 2. Okay, saan galing yung 2? Doon. Saan galing yung x minus 2? Dito. Saan napunta yung 8? Iniwan muna sandali. Babalikan mamaya. Okay? Pwede mo lang siyang iwan pag magkamukha sila. Pero pag hindi magkamukha, hindi ka pwedeng mag-proceed. Kailangan maging magkamukha muna yung base. Solve mo to. So, basic equation. So, we have transpose x, so that is negative x is equal to negative 2. Transpose yung isang 2, that is minus 2. Tinawid sa kabila, minus 2. So, negative x is equal to negative 4. Bawal lang may negative sa x, so multiplied by negative sign para mawala. Negative times negative, x is equal to negative times negative, positive 4. So, ito yung final answer. So, ang sagot natin dyan is 4. X equals to 4. Yan lang yung hinahanap. Sir, paano malalaman kung tama? Okay, para malaman mo kung tama, punta ka ng checking. So, checking tayo. So, rule number 3, check the solution by substituting it to the equation. So, kopyahin mo yung original equation, 64 is equal to 8 to the x minus 2 power. Kopyahin mo yung 64, kopyahin mo yung 8, tanggalin mo yung x, palitan mo ng 4. Okay? Kasi checking na eh. Diba? Pag checking, substitution. May nawala at nagpapa-accept. Hindi ko na-resolve pa yung problema na yan eh. Na pag na-disconnect ka, papasok ka ulit, hindi ka na makapasok. Baka kailangan bumalik ka ng Gmail. Okay, yung problema nung nakarang linggo din yata yun. Diba, na-disconnect ka, babalik ka sa klase, hindi ka na makabalik. So, baka kailangan try nyo sa Gmail kayo bumalik. Hindi ko pa na-resolve kung paano gagawin. So, tanggalin mo si x, palitan mo ng 4. So, we have 4 minus 2. So, again, 64 is equal to 8. 4 minus 2, 2. Simplify. 64 is equal to 64. Okay, so tapos. So, therefore, tama yung sagot natin. Kasi na-check natin eh. Diba? Pag equation, equal. Nag-equal sila. Okay, so example 1. Next. May nakasya. Bubura na tayo ng whiteboard. So we have 3 to the 2x power is equal to 81. So, kailangan daw maging pareho sila ng base. Okay, never naman mangyayari na maging magkamukhang 81. Kaya, pagbasihan mo yung mas mababa. Okay, yung mas mababa. So, punta ka ng scratch paper. Gagawin natin, punta ka ng scratch paper, i-factor mo yung 81. Factor 3. So, ano ba yung number na pwede kong i-multiply? 81 ang sagot. So, that is 9 at saka 9. Wala pa ako natatagpuan 3, huwag kang hihinto. Diba? Pag ginamit ko kasi yung 9 squared, hindi pa rin magkamukha yan. So, mali pa din. Kailangan daw maging magkamukhang 3 eh. So, huwag ka munang hihinto, diretso ka pa, mag-factor ka pa ulit. Ang 9 and 9 naman, pwede yung i-factor na 3 and 3. Yung 9 and 9, ganun din, 3 and 3. So, therefore, ang factor ng 81 ay 3 to the 4th power. Yun ang kanyang equivalent sa exponent. So, 3 to the 4th power. Okay? So, copy 3 to the 2x power is equal to, papalitan natin sa 81 ng 3 to the 4th. So, we have 3 to the 4th power. Mag-concentrate ka lang sa exponent. So, copy 2x is equal to 4. And then, go back with the basic solution on equation. So, si 2x, yan yung kinopya natin yung 2x ha. Una muna, bakit naging 3 to the 4th to eh? So, ito yung nangyari kaya naging 3 to the 4th power yan. Kailangan kasi ang rule number 1 natin, maging magkamukha muna yung base natin. Maging magkamukha yung ating number sa ilalim. So, base 3 and 3. So, i-factor sa 81, 9 and 9 yung unang naisip ko na number na equivalent to 81. Pero hindi pa pwede kasi hindi pa 3. Ang hinahanap natin ay 3. So, factor yung 9, 3 and 3. Factor yung 9, 3 and 3. So, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 3 to the 4th power. Saan ang galing yung 4th power, sir? Meron kang 4 na 3. Diba? Pag minultiply mo yung 4 na 3, ang sagot, 81. Okay. So, kinuha natin yung 2x, copy. Kinuha natin yung 4, copy. So, ngayon, simple na lang. Babalik ka na lang sa simple solution ng equation. Ang tatanggalin mo, paano? Walang transposition. Kasi wala ka namang ililipat eh. Gusto ko lang mawala yung 2. Paano mawawala ang 2? So, i-divide sa 2, i-divide sa 2. Cancel, cancel, matitira si x. Then, equal to 4 divided by 2. So, that is equals to 2. So, ang final answer natin, x is equal to 2. checking. Check natin. So, copy the original equation. We have 3 to the 2x power is equal to 81. Copy 3 to the 2, tanggalin yung x, palitan ng 2. Saan nanggaling yung pinalit na 2? Galing sa sagot. Is equal to 81. So, and then we have 3 to the 4th power is equal to 81. So, yung 3 to the 4th power, kahit gumamit ka ng calculator, ang ibig sabihin nun ay 3. Diba? Ibig sabihin nun ay 3 times 3, dalawa, times 3, tatlo, times 3, apat. So, ang sagot ay 81. O, kaya naman, kung medyo, ano yung calculator mo, medyo high-tech, pwede mo naman gamitin yung exponent. Diba? 3 exponent of exponent pa yun. Ano nangyari? Ah, 3 exponent of 3. Hindi pala pwede to. Ito pala exponent ko. Yun. So, ito exponent natin. Ito pa. 3 exponent of 4. So, equal 81. Pag scientific calculator, ang exponent nyo, yung symbol na, hanapin nyo yung symbol na ganito. Sa scientific calculator. So, it indicates exponent. Okay, so 81. So, 3 to the 4th power is equal to 81. So, tapusin natin to. So, we have 81 is equal to 81. Okay, so magkamukha. So, therefore, tama yung sagot. Okay, so example number 2. Example number 3. So, 3x is equal to 1 over 9. Or 3 to the x. So, we have 3 to the x is equal to 1 over 9. So, we have 3. Hindi na mababago yan. Si 1 over 9 na lang. So, yung 9 ang ipa-factor natin. So, 9, ang equivalent niyan ay 3 and 3. So, therefore, 9 is equal to 3 squared. Kung na-determine nyo naman na yung factor, hindi nyo naman kailangan mag-factor 3. Factor 3 lang ako para lahat nalileso natin. So, that will be 3x is equal to 1 over 3 squared. Hindi pa rin magkamukha yan kasi naka-fraction yung isa. O, again, kung nasa baba, ililipat mo sa taas para maging magkamukha. Diba? Pag nilipat mo sa taas yan, sinabi kanina, pag na-reciprocal yan, magpapalit na exponent yan. Kung negative kanina yan, magiging positive. Ngayon positive, mababaliktad naman. So, dahil positive siya, copy 3x, 3 to the x power. Ay, ano nangyari? So, 3 to the x power is equal to 3. Itataas ko yung 3, pero exponent niya magiging negative 2. Kasi nag-reciprocal ako. Diba? Inangat ko yung 3 squared. Inangat ko sa numerator, kaya naging 3 to the negative 2. Sir, saan napunta yung 1? Wala na, minultiply mo na kasi that is 1 multiplied by 3 to the negative 2. So, ang sagot, 3 to the negative 2 na lang. Okay, doon napunta yung 1. Wala na yung 1, minultiply na eh. So, kukunin ko lang yung x is equal to negative 2. O, tapos na yung usapan. Yun na yun. Wala nang sa-solve. Naka-solve na. Check natin kung tama. So, check natin. So, we have 3 to the negative 2 is equal to 1 over 9. So, ang 3 to the negative 2, i-reciprocal mo. 1 over 3 squared is equal to 1 over 9. 3 squared yan. Hindi yan 32 ah. So, that is 3 squared is equal to 1 over 9. Ang 3 squared ay is equal to 1 over 9 is equal to 1 over 9. So, therefore, tama yung answer natin. Negative 2. Actually, ito lang yung kailangan natin. Diba? Kaya lang natin ginagawa yung checking para patunayan na tama yung sagot natin. Okay, example 3. So, proceed. Example 4. Ayan, wala na instruction. We will do it without the instruction now. So, example number 4. So, we have 2 to the x plus 1 power is equal to 64. So, copy 2 to the x plus 1 power is equal to 64. I-factor natin. Mahaba-habang factor to. Sir, 8 and 8. Yung 8 pwede pa, 4 and 2. Yung 8 pwede pa, 4 and 2. Yung 4 pwede pa, 2 and 2. Yung 4 pwede pa, 2 and 2. O ilang to lahat yan? Bilangan mo lang yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bilang tayo. O bilangin yung 2. Lahat ng nasa dulo lang ha. So 1, 2, 3, correct, 4, 5, 6. So correct, 6. So 64 is equal to 2 to the 6th power. Okay? So therefore, that will be 2 to the 6th power. So kunin mo lang ang exponent natin. Wala yung exponent. So x plus 1 is equal to 6. Transpose, lipat si 1. So that will be x is equal to 6 minus 1. So that will be x is equal to 5. Mental checking na lang gagawin ko. Tingnan nyo to ha. Yung x, pag pinalitan ko yung x ng 5, magiging 5 plus 1, 6. Eh, ang 2 to the 6 nga, ang equivalent niya ay 64. So, equal sila. Diba? Mental checking na lang ako. Again, yung 5 natin, pag nilagay ko yung 5 kay x, now, for example, I'm doing the checking. If I replace x with 5, which is the answer, ang magiging sagot natin ay 2 to the 6th power. So, that will be equal to 64. So, pareho lang. Okay, so example 4. Okay, so 5 tayo. Example number 5. Ang kailangan lang naman talaga dito, practice. Ang ginagawa ko dito na nag-aaral ako, kinokopya ko example ng teacher ko. Tapos sinasagutan ko on my own. Hindi ko tinitingnan yung sagot ng teacher. Tapos at the end, kinukumpara ko kung magkamukha. O kaya naman, pumulot kayo ng mga example dun sa module. Maraming examples dun eh. Dun kayo kumuha ng pwede nyong sagutan, pwede nyong pagpraktisan. So anyway, so let's have now example 5. So we have 5 to the 3x power is equal to 25 to the x minus 1. So yung 5, walang problema kasi mababa na yan eh. Wala nang factor yan. Si 25, may factor pa yung 25. So, ang factor niya 25 ay 5 and 5. So, therefore, 25 is equals to 5 squared. Okay? So, 5 squared. Ibalik ko yung x minus 1. So, times x minus 1. Okay. So, solve. Kunin mo ngayon yung exponent. Iwanan mo ng 5. So, we have here 3x is equal to 2 times x minus 1. 3x is equal to 2x minus 2. Minultiply lang natin, distributive. So, 2 times x, 2 times 1. So, we have now 3x. Ilipat yung 2x, so that is minus 2x is equal to negative 2. 3 minus 2, x na lang ang matitira, is equal to negative 2. So, answer, x is equal to negative 2. Simplihan ko na lang yung checking ha, hindi ko nalalagay lahat ha. So 5. So negative 2 times 3, negative 6 is equal to 25. Negative 2 times negative 1. So, at negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. Hindi ko na nilagay yung given ha. So, nakuha yung negative 6. So, nilagay ko dun kay x eh. 3 times negative 2. Negative 6. Yung 25 naman, negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. So, that will be 1 over 5 to the 6th. Okay. Reciprocal tayo. Is equal to 1 over 25 to the 3rd. Kailangan daw maging magkamukha ito. Okay, 5 to the 6th power. Calcu tayo. Kung may exponent yung calcu, gamit ng exponent. So, 5 exponent 6 equals 15,625. Kung sa bagay, kung mga naka-cellphone naman kayo, makakapag-download kayo ng application na scientific calculator. O kaya naman, may feature na scientific calculator yan. Ila-landscape nyo lang, itatagilid nyo lang, rotate nyo lang. Kasi pag naka-portrait yung cellphone nyo, yung normal calculator lang yon. Pag tinagilid nyo, hiniga nyo, lalabas yung mga scientific function niya na iba. Nakamukha nitong nasa screen. Ayan, lobat. Umabot ka. Yan, umabot naman. So, 15,625. Yan, yung 25 to the third naman. So, 25 exponent 3. So, 15,625 din. So, 15,625. Okay, so magkamukha. So, therefore, tama yung sagot. Okay, so, example 5. Next, example 6. So, we have 1 over 3 to the x power is equal to 27. Kailangan daw maging magkamukha na 1 over 3 eh. Kunin mo natin yung factor ng 27. So, ang 27 ay equal sa 3 to the third power. 3 to the third yun. Kasi 27, 9 and 3. Then yung 9 pwede pa, 3 and 3. Kaya 3 to the third power. So, we have here 1 over 3 to the x is equal to 3 to the third power. Okay. So, pwede natin kunin ulit yung 1 over 3 to the x power. Actually, si 1 kasi raised to n exponent, that will be equal to 1 also. And then, i-reciprocal ko yun. So, 1 over 3 to the negative 3. Pero pwede ko siyang i-write na So, pwede kong i-write ito, yung aking right side, na 1 over 3 to the negative 3. Sir, hindi po ba yung 3 lang ang naka-raise sa negative 3? O, ganito yon. Kahit i-raise mo yung 1, kahit anong exponent ng 1, equivalent sa 1 pa rin yan. Kaya pwede. Okay? So, magkamukha ng 1/3. So, ang final answer natin, dito na lang final answer naman na to, x is equal to negative 3. Kasi kukunin ko yung x saka yung negative 3. So, simple lang pagka isunod natin sa checking eh. Pag pinalitan ko ng negative 3 yung x, magkamukha na sila. Sigurado, magkamukha sagot nila. 27. Diba? Pag kinuha ko yung negative 3, pinalit ko kay x, magkamukha na yun. So, magkamukha na sila eh. Para walang answer doon. So, hindi natin checking yun. Okay, 7. So, number 7. So, we have 3 to the x power is equal to 1 over 9. Parang example ko na kanina to. 3 to the x power is equal to 1 over 3 to the second power. Yung 9 kasi 3 times 3, so second power yon. Hindi pa rin magkamukha, kailangan maging magkamukha. So, 3 to the x power is equal to 3 to the negative 2. Iakit ko lang yung 3 to the second sa taas. Pag umakit siya, magpapalit na exponent. So, the answer is x is equal to negative 2. Tapos, pag chinecking natin, ito kasi yung checking dito eh. So, 3 to the negative 2 is equal to 1 over 9. So, that is 1 over 3 to the second. Rules on exponent. Diba? Pagka negative ang exponent, ibinababa. Kaya kung negative sa baba, itinataas. So, nasa taas yan, ibababa natin. Is equal to 1 over 9. So, that will be 1 over 9 is equal to 1 over 9. Okay, so that would be example 7.